up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Around the World with Steven. Welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I appreciate you. Worldies and travelers, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you all for your love, your support, and everything so much. You're all amazing, and I really do appreciate you all from the bottom of here. My heart. No, heart is here. Heart is here. There's the bottom of my right breast. No, the bottom of my heart. So today I have a very good video for you. This was actually requested a long time ago. I just got to it. It says the Elite Four of South Korea and the ones who deny it. So there are four categories where I think was counted to be elite. There were four people or four groups that were counted to be elite in their fields. And there are people that deny that, nah, these are not the elites. These are not the elites at all. BTS should be one of them. Definitely. I think BTS should be, like, when it comes to groups, BTS should be the elite in that category. That's what I feel like. And I don't know the other categories, sports, broadcasting. I don't know what categories were shown, but it says Elite Four. So let's check this out. Discord link is in the I cannot talk. Discord link is in the description. Please check out our Discord, join the community. Let's build it. I love you all so much. Now let's get it. I think Boracity Magazine is a great channel. Does these, and let's see what you're talking about here. Is it turned on? CC's turned on. Let's go. This is a BTS channel.
Of 2020, an esports writer tweeted 4 pictures with the caption "The Elite Four of South Korea." The pictures included the film director Bong Joon-ho, the soccer player Son Heung-min, the band BTS, and a professional gamer, Faker. This tweet became really popular and was reported by South Korean media. This article said, to US ESPN, Bong Joon-ho, BTS, Son Heung-min, and Faker are the South Korean Elite Four. Responses include they are Korea's pride, people who represent 4 fields of film, sports, games, and music, and living legends who broke language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. Nate Sport.
Oh, wow. So it was a tweet, actually, that put these 4 up as the Elite Four of South Korea. When it comes to film and directing, it's him. When it comes to sports, is the soccer player. When it comes to music, is BTS. When it comes to gaming, is Faker. Now, I'm not in tune with all of them, but do you agree? Before we get ahead, put in a comment if you agree. Are these the Elite Four of South Korea? When it comes to South Korea as a whole, these are the ones that represent the nation South Korea and puts them up on the map, on the spotlight. These are the best of the best in their various fields. Do you agree? Let's see. BTS, I agree, definitely.
Reports that some also argue that other professionals like figure skater Kim Yuna should be included. I also saw a comment of someone wanting to include the professional baseball pitcher Hyun Jin-ryu. So while some people will want to transform the Elite Four into an Elite 5 or even an Elite 6 to include these other 2 athletes, others prefer to choose the one in each field who is breaking language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice. The ones who are bringing more fans and tourists to South Korea. The ones who are having a bigger impact in the world. And in sports, that is soccer player Son Heung-min. But I'm not here to say that it's better to choose the best one in the sports field to put them in the Elite 4 or to transform it into an Elite 5 or 6. I just want to point out that the conversation was really about sports because there are more than one influential person in sports, but basically everyone agrees about the other fields. The world of K-dramas and K-movies has gained a lot of popularity in the past decade, but it was Bong Joon-ho's Oscar wins what makes him the most impactful of the South Korean film industry. The world of games is kind of new in the entertainment world, and there are actually quite a few professional gamers in South Korea who are worldwide champions, but many choose Faker as a representative because he had an impact in his game's history. The same thing happens with BTS. Really, no one is challenging the idea that they are the global representatives of South Korean music, because no other musical artist in South Korea has had the same achievements and impact as BTS. Most people agree that Bong Joon-ho, BTS, and Faker are the the biggest in their fields. That is, except for one person, and it's a famous person. This is the South Korean rapper Jay Park.
Okay, because before we go to what Jay Park said about the whole thing, in a country to show the elite or the representatives of the country, it has to be fields where the country is known for or thrives in or has broken boundaries outside. What do I mean? If you take a country and their famous sports is, say, soccer or basketball, let's say basketball, right? And you are choosing an elite in that country, you can't choose somebody who is good in, say, cricket, because the country isn't known for cricket, and in worldwide or in the grand scheme of things, cricket is not the main thing of the country, right? And also they have not transcended worldwide with it. So there can be a great cricket player in the country who's recognized worldwide, but I don't think that counts. I think the genre or the field that carries the country, the best person in that field qualifies to be an elite. So with the explanation, the game of Faker being called an elite because of his wonderful performance and because the South Korea gaming industry has transcended the world. They're good. They're competing against the world, and people are knowing South Korea because of that. So to me, I think it's fair to put him in that category. Music, BTS, I don't even need to go on about that. I have learned about BTS and I'm so excited. They transcended every part of music for South Korea. And then the actor, the director, I'm sorry, like bringing K-drama to light. We know how people love K-drama outside of South Korea and stuff like that. So that's also fair. And soccer, definitely. I think it's one of the biggest sports in South Korea, if not the biggest. And they definitely the best should be the elite, the one that is representing South Korea and the one that is good at that sport. So as to making it Elite 6, Elite 10, Elite 20, it could be that if you wanted to, but the category should be stated clear, or the criteria should be stated clearly as the person that is transcendent and is making South Korea popular to the world and is undeniable. Like it's a global star, right? Yeah, that's the elite to me. So it could be Elite 4, Elite 6, Elite 10, Elite 20. They just have to follow that criteria. I don't know if I made sense. Please put in the comments what you think about what I said.
When everybody started talking about this Elite Four of South Korea, Jay Park wanted to include himself in the conversation. To do this, he removed the gamer Faker and replaced him as one of the Elite Four. He tweeted, "What BTS has done for K-pop, what Jay Park has done for K-hip-hop, what Bong Joon-ho director has done for the Korean film industry. All very different lanes, but all historic nonetheless. And if you disagree, you're just a hater."
Drama! Here comes the drama. Let's go. He didn't just add himself and made it Elite 5. No, he had to take the game of Faker out and put himself in. Now that is drama. That is how you call for attention. That is how you drive a lot of eyes and ears to what you're doing. Taking one out and putting yourself in. Let's see if netizens agree. Woo, this is drama.
This was back in 2020, but he continued promoting this narrative for years. Even now, in 2023, he is still trying to make this song a thing, in which he includes himself in the Elite Four.
Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonmin, Jay Park. Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonmin, Jay Park. Let's go. Let me tell you, BTS, Bong Joon-ho, Sonmin.
So to start, many found very disrespectful of Jay Park to take Faker out of the picture to put himself as part of the Elite Four. I'm not really into the world of video game championships, but I really couldn't find a single comment arguing to remove the game field out of the Elite Four. Second of all, these are all very different lanes, but all historic nonetheless. But he's basically saying that the lanes are film, sports, music, and music, and that just doesn't work. The biggest in music are BTS and BTS only. There's really no other South Korean artist from any genre that has had the same impact as BTS. It's not only
Yeah, I agree. Because if you put in your tweet that these are 4 different lanes, no, these are 3 different lanes. You are also in music. And when it comes to rap, BTS does that. So, Jay Park, you are a rapper, you're in music. And also BTS transcends past K-pop. BTS are not just K-pop, they transcend past it. So it's like, yeah, sorry, but it's the same category. If you want 4 different lanes, you have to take something that is non-music because you already have music in. You have film, and you have music, you have film, sports. So definitely, if there has to be just 4, the fourth has to be a different category, not another form of music. So yeah, man, I don't.
about the awards and recognition they get in worldwide award shows, worldwide charts, and the global music industry. It's about their impact in music's history, in the global pop culture. It's about how they open the doors for the entire South Korean music industry. It's about how they bring billions of dollars every year to South Korea. It's about how they bring tons of tourists to their country. It's about how just one of their songs created almost 8,000 jobs in South Korea. All of
What?
this is a direct consequence of BTS's impact. The same way
One BTS song created 8,000 jobs? How? How? Please explain it to me. Oh my goodness.
it's not simply about Bong Joon-ho's recognition by Western film award shows. It's about his impact. His movie Parasite had an impact not only in South Korea, but also in the history of the film industry. The same with BTS. It's about their impact in the history of music and entertainment. Video games are a new field of entertainment, but now it's a thing that is taken seriously, especially in South Korea. And out of all the successful South Korean professional gamers, Faker is not only considered a League of Legends superstar, he is also the most successful player in the game's history. What Jay Park tried to do by inserting himself as the representative for K-hip-hop and making BTS the representative only for K-pop and not for music is something similar to what people try to do by including Kim Yoona as a representative for figure skating as well as Song Min as a representative for soccer. South Koreans have pride in both of these athletes, each under a different sports field. The difference is that South Koreans were the ones debating about the sports representatives, while Jay Park was the only one who brought himself into the conversation. He chose himself as a legend in South Korea when no one thought about him. This makes
That is problematic, man. So yeah, just like she said, for the figure skater, for the other guy, at least fans brought them into the conversation. Netizens brought them into the conversation. Jay Park, you are inserting yourself in the conversation. You might be talented, I don't know, but it's like you are forcing yourself in the conversation. And I don't know, man. I think with music, BTS has it covered. And if you're comparing Jay Park and BTS, it's straight BTS. It's not even close. It is BTS. So the lane in music is BTS. Like, that is how I feel. If there has to be 4, there has to be another side. And because gaming is bigger in South Korea, it was fine if it was gaming. And at least it wouldn't have been that problematic if you had made yourself the 5th person. But going around saying it's 4 and it's sports, film, music, it doesn't make sense.
Jay Park not only seemed goofy, pretentious, and not humble at all, but also like a liar. Let me overthink this for a minute because why not? When we talk about baseball pitcher Hyunjin Ryu, soccer player Song Min, and figure skater Kim Yoona, we talk about 3 people who many argue are the most successful Koreans in their respective field. But soccer player Song Min is the quote-unquote chosen one in the sports field of the Elite 4 because 1. Kim Yuna is retired, and 2. Even if she becomes the most popular South Korean figure skater in the world, the relevance and impact of soccer is bigger and more powerful worldwide. The soccer industry is more monetarily valuable and more part of pop culture than any other sport. So there will be more people around the world who recognize and follow soccer player Son Heung-min than figure skater Kim Yuna. In other words,
very true, and that goes to my point. If you're taking somebody to be elite of a country, it has to be a field that transcends worldwide. You can't take something that is not recognized. Like, it has to transcend. If the country is known for, let's say, soccer and basketball, right? And in the world, soccer is definitely high. So the person that's doing well in soccer is actually going to be more elite than for the country than the person that's doing well in basketball for that same country, right? Why? Because globally, soccer is recognized, right? That is, if a country is is known for both sports. If a country is known for basketball and say badminton, definitely basketball is going to transcend because it's bigger in the world, right? So with those two, other the baseball and figure skating, definitely soccer beats them. And so Son, definitely. But I don't understand J Park, man, with music and no.
his impact is bigger because soccer's impact is bigger. Is it unfair? Maybe it is, but the global impact of soccer and soccer players is undeniable. Now, whether you agree or disagree, this reasoning was applied by Jay Park and his followers, wanting him to be considered part of the elite of South Korea as a representative of K-hip-hop. They argue that sure, BTS has the most impact in music, but that is only because they make K-pop music. And just like soccer, K-pop is more valuable and recognized than K-hip-hop or figure skating. But I think this reasoning will only harm Jay Park's chances to be part of the elite of South Korea. Because to start, Jay Park is not the most representative, he's not the biggest, and in my opinion, he's not the best in K-hip-hop. His song about the Elite Four is a joke.
Music show is one of the three shows out of the whole world. First one is Jimmy Fallon, second is Jimmy Kimmel, and third is the Conan O'Brien. Yeah. So, so this is not that big, but you know.
Nugents, I've Lutherpim, Youngji, let's go.
BTS, 봉준호, 손흥민, 최민kai, let's go.
BTS, 봉준호, 손흥민, 김선우, let's go.
햄버거, 피자, 파스타, 사과, let's go.
Yo, people were having a field day with that. Netizens are brutal, man. They're laughing so much at J-Hope, it's not funny. Bro, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Conan, and then he mentions his name. Let's go. Hey, I'm going to start a trend in the comments. Man, let's put some in the comments. Put some in the comments. I'd say, hey, no, I don't want to start it. You start it. Start a trend in the comments and put your name as the last person and put let's go.
After receiving the obvious backlash, Jay Park justified himself by tweeting, "When it comes to hip-hop though, K-pop does not have the most authentic image and that's just the truth. So me trying to make things happen in that field and also being Asian, I've come across some difficulties." With this response, he's trying to do two things. First, he says that he has come across some difficulties in the industry because of being Asian. But this narrative doesn't work in K-hip-hop because everyone in K-hip-hop is Asian. Therefore, he's now putting himself in the context of hip-hop in general. But this makes him look even crazier because at least in K-hip-hop, he is a recognizable figure. But in global hip-hop, he is nobody. He says that he has come across some difficulties, and I believe him. But that's exactly my point. The big barriers are still there. He didn't transcend anything. He didn't help other South Korean rappers in the global scene. Like the other figures part of the Elite Four help people from their field. But do you know who took down the first basic barrier barrier for Korean rappers? BTS. That is my second point. Jay Park says that K-pop does not have the same authentic image that he as a hip-hop artist has, ignoring the fact that BTS are an anomaly in K-pop. Them being authentic and different is the main reason why they stand out among the hundreds of K-pop groups. Like Jay Park says, K-pop does not have the most authentic image, but BTS does, and that's why they became astronomically bigger and more impactful than all the other K-pop groups combined. Other groups had a ton of budget managed by the biggest music labels in South Korea. BTS didn't. These music labels...
Thank you. Thank you so much. That is something I learned in the history of BTS, like how they came to be. They didn't have any labels pushing them. They were laughed at. They took a risk by not making strictly K-pop music. They took a risk in making music outside of K-pop, and the risk paid off. How are you saying they don't even transcend? That doesn't even make sense. You said they are not authentic, like K-pop is not authentic and K-hip-hop is authentic. K-hip-hop is not known worldwide. Forgive me to say. Of course, they're trying to break barriers, but it's not known worldwide. BTS is known worldwide. The genre you're fighting for, K-hip-hop, is not known worldwide. If you say hip-hop worldwide, they're going to mention Jay-Z, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, people who actually are the tippity top of hip-hop. People who transcended. If you want to go back, you go to like Rakim and KRS-One and Eazy-E and stuff like that. They opened the way for these guys. You go Tupac and Biggie. You're not. And just like the narrator said, you're comparing yourself to BTS, who are bigger than the other K groups put together, based on the statistics she showed. So what is your point? Saying K-pop is not authentic. If you ask anybody around what is Korea's music, or have you heard anything from Korea, what is your genre, they're going to say K-pop. They're not going to say K-hip-hop. They're going to say K-pop first. JJ Hope, man.
Had the resources to spend millions in the training of their stars. BTS's label didn't. Others in K-pop had the resources to hire the most expensive producers, directors, and musicians from the world, but BTS didn't. These privileged groups Jay Park accuses of being inauthentic do not include BTS. So why is he reducing BTS's impact to just K-pop when their impact is a result of their distance from K-pop? BTS are global artists, and without a doubt, the biggest South Korean artists in music, even the biggest Asian artists in music. No one comes close. In my opinion, this happened because of their authenticity. The inauthentic image of K-pop actually made things harder for BTS. They didn't only have to cross a language barrier and a cultural barrier to be recognized in the world. They also had to cross a barrier within their own country. The barrier of inauthenticity in K-pop that exists in South Korea and also the world. BTS don't only write their own lyrics, but they also worried from day one about their message. They constantly care about their music direction, but the K-pop label is sometimes detrimental to all of their efforts. Insinuating that K-pop's inauthentic image is associated with BTS when their success is a result of their effort to break that exact mold is insulting and flat out false.
Right,
the
exactly.
Elite of South Korea include people who broke language barriers, stereotypes, and prejudice, and neither Jay Park nor any other South Korean singer is doing this. Maybe they want to and they are trying their best, but the impactful ones are BTS. Denying that is just delusional. Jay Park says that he's trying to make things happen in that field, whether it is the hip-hop field or the K-hip-hop field. But he is probably the worst or one of the worst examples in K-hip-hop when it comes to authenticity. There is a big irony in diminishing BTS, claiming they are inauthentic artists because they are supposedly K-pop, when your entire brand is doing cultural appropriation. Jay Park raps about being authentic while he almost comically acts like a caricature of American.
There you go. There goes your argument. Your argument has been dismantled in the worst way possible. Didn't even want to say that. Didn't even think about that. Bro, you're being inauthentic. So let's say I'm in America, right? And I start blowing like the pipes from Scotland, right? And then I say, put me in the elites in the American industry because I'm the best Scottish piper ever. Like, I can blow for birds to fly, birds to come, everything. Bro, it's inauthentic. One, it's not the culture. Number two, America is not known for that. It's Scotland, right? So I can't be an elite in the group. If anybody mentions people that play the bagpipes, definitely Scotland, right? It's not me, right? So no matter how best I play it, how good I play, how good I think I play it, it's to some level cultural appropriation, and I don't even have to come into any argument like, oh man, when we take all bagpipe players, Around the World with Steven is the best. No, it does not. Then that is the same thing as J-Hope and what he's doing. Like I can imagine he's a good rapper. That's why he is where he is, or he's a good artist. But you cannot just wake up and make the claim that you transcend better than BTS and they're in a 10. Well, he said K-pop. K-pop is not authentic. K-pop is. That's crazy. Yeah, the whole argument is in shambles now.
American rappers, of the ones who invented hip hop.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move.
It can be unfortunate for jealous singers and rappers that BTS do not focus on pop music. They do all kinds of genres, so they are globally recognized in different genres. BTS crosses over so many music barriers. This is not similar to Song Heung-min's situation, in which he is only successful in soccer and not in many sports. So there can be some kind of debate over that. But BTS's success, and most importantly, BTS's impact, goes beyond pop music. Sure, their pop songs are the most recognized in pop culture, but since BTS has 3 rappers and 4 vocalists, the BTS rappers are actually the most recognized South Korean rappers. There's no other rapper from South Korea who has entered hip-hop global charts. BTS have global achievements for their hip-hop albums, their hip-hop songs, their hip-hop music videos. The BTS rappers have worked with the hip-hop artists Jay Park loves to copy: Wale, J. Cole, Warren G, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Lil Nas X, Juice WRLD. This is the impact the BTS rappers have in K-hip-hop. Some legendary rappers have worked with South Korean rappers. And who are these South Korean rappers? BTS. So again, the most important...
Hey, was that JID? Oh my goodness, bro.
And who are these...
That's JID. Bro, hey, you can't deny the fact that no. It's not even BTS. They have, if even K-hip-hop is our own lane on its own, J Park, you're not beating Sugar. You're not beating the rappers in BTS. You're just not. Like, let's be honest here. You're not beating Namjoon. You're not. I mean, you may rap them, but global impact and stuff like that, I didn't even know they had all these features. I did not know. That is crazy. They have features with people I listen to. I never know. No. You're late to the party, J Park.
South Korean rappers, BTS. So again, the most impactful South Korean artists in music, no matter the genre, are BTS. When it comes to music, they are the only ones at the moment who can be part of the elite 4 of South Korea.
There you go. Legends don't brag about being legends.
If you want to discuss other artists who are maybe not as astronomically recognized as BTS, we can still talk about other South Korean artists who are influential. But you won't see these artists insert themselves into the elite 4. That is not legendary behavior. When Jay Park released his silly rap song including himself in the Elite 4, he received obvious backlash, but he was still shameless enough to perform it in front of J-Hope of BTS and directly ask for his approval on live television.
What?
무대를 지켜봤잖아요. 거기서 딱 BTS, 홍준호, 손흥민, J-Park 했을 때 좀 기분이
How do you feel when I did that?
아니 저는 일단 샤라웃을 해주시는 거니까.
그죠.
가슴이 뜨거워지죠.
아 진짜로요?
네.
와우.
그리고 저는 사실 개인적으로 형님도 정말 되게 여러 번 반복을 하고 노력을 하고 지금의 이 자리에 또 만들어주신 분이라고 또 생각이 들어가지고 거기에 그런 과정도 되게 리스펙을 하게 되고 예.
감사합니다.
그런 또 형님이 어떻게 보면 또 샤라웃을 해주시니까 예스 약간
J Park's fans use this humble response by J-Hope to say that if BTS accepts J Park as legendary, so should we. But first of all, pay close attention to what J-Hope is saying. He first says that he thinks J Park has tried many times and worked hard to be where he is today. He's basically recognizing his efforts, but he cannot celebrate his impact because what impact? J-Hope says that he respects J Park's process and continues saying that he felt honored to be part of J Park's shoutout. This response to J Park's backhanded compliment, although extremely respectful, is not the same as BTS's response to other real, legendary South Korean artists, such as Psy, Epic High, and Seo Taiji. Psy recognizes BTS as legends and not himself.
BTS 후배님들이 저의 한을 풀어줄 팀입니다.
Epic High recognizes BTS as legends but not themselves. The same way, BTS recognizes Psy, Epic High, and Seo Taiji as legends in South Korean music but not themselves, never themselves, especially when they are directly being praised by them. These impactful artists don't beg BTS to be recognized because they don't need to. So
Good. And also that has an element of humility that is lost. When you look at J-Hope, he wants the attention. He wants everyone to sing his praise. Look, to sing your praise, just keep working hard, keep going forward. Forget about people singing your praise and eventually it will come. Like BTS, they struggled through what they had to struggle through. They became global successes and icons and people are singing their praise. They didn't have to force anybody to have J-Hope on stage and you forcing him to sing your praise and try to, bro, that is cringy. That is not how it's done. And you see how the legends call each other legends, but not themselves. But J-Hope, J-Hope is doing everything opposite of that. Is that J-Hope? Yeah. J Park, not J-Hope. Sorry. J Park is doing everything short of that. And that's disgusting. That's not how legends act. Just put your head down, work hard, and then eventually people are going to sing your praise.
they will confidently praise BTS's obvious bigger impact and BTS will praise them back. This doesn't mean that BTS is less influential and impactful than these other artists. It's a respect thing. Artists say to BTS that they are legendary and BTS responds, no, you are. You cannot take out this context to claim that BTS admitted they didn't pave the way. They did and everyone knows that. But BTS's response will always be humble. So some people can deny it all they want. But everyone, including the real elite of South Korea, knows who the real representative in music is.
손흥민 선수님 요즘에 봉준호 감독님 그리고 페거스 작업했더라고요.
네, 그런 이야기를 제가 들었는데 사실 저랑 같이 언급되신 분들도 굉장히 세계적인 문화적인 스타에도 자부심을 가지고 있었는데 그렇게 말씀해 주시니까 기분이 좋습니다.
I'm a big fan of BTS. I think they're also national hero. You know what they do is for Korean people makes really proud. And I'm grateful, that they are here. They make South Korea big and big. I think I'm so grateful.
Who are the most famous people or person in South Korea, would you say?
I think BTS would be up there. Obviously, I think they're massive, and I'm a big fan of BTS 한 팬으로 신곡이 나오는 거에 대해서 진심으로 축하드립니다. 또 BTS를 또 제가 열심히 응원하고 BTS 분들처럼 또 좋은 영향을 끼칠 수 있도록.
이미 좋은 영향이십니다. BTS가 누리는 그 파워와 힘은 저의 한 3,000배는 넘는 거니까요.
Wow.
감독님이랑 BTS가 국기 선언하면 뭐 하냐고요? 예? 이런 놈들이 한국 망신 다 시키는데. 안 그렇습니까, 손님?
Well, there you go. So, man, this is a great video essay. This is a great video by Boracity. J Park, you're doing it all wrong, brother. You're doing it all wrong. You don't have to force yourself, insert yourself in a place where it's like you're doing too much at this point. You're doing way too much. BTS is. I mean, in terms of music, they are. Whether you think K-pop is inauthentic, BTS transcends past K-pop. How about that? Yeah, so, I mean, give credit where credit is due. just relax, man. Thank you all so much for your support. I love you all so much. Please do all to like, share, subscribe. Check out our Discord. Link is in the description. I love you all. Army salute.
Tuned in, hit play, let's take a ride around the world with Steven, we worldwide. Stories so wild, they keep you hooked. Subscribe and share, come take a look. Reacting to the stories, the crazy, the real. With every new video, we bring the thrill. From mysteries to drama, we cover it all. Join the fam, let's have a ball. From dark tales to